Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the city of New Lancaster, an East Coast Canadian themed city, and definitely the largest city on the East Coast of Canada. This is something new to the channel. We're doing these cinematographics over top of where we're going to be building today. So we've left this beach, this beachfront, waterfront, open for a while, and it's time we fill it in. Also, you'll notice that I did change up the subway path, the elevated subway metro path, off camera because I wanted to kind of play around with the heights of things for a little while and just tweak some things and have a little bit of fun while not recording. So let's get out of that. In the past few episodes, we have built this port out over here, the airport, and we started to kind of move over this way in the city. And last episode, we built this area right here, which is the leisure district, and it's got the city's hockey rink, and I think it looks pretty darn cool right downtown. So what I did off camera was, instead of making it elevated and have it do a big whoopsie doodle doo around here, I figured out a way to get the subway and the metro to go underneath right here, and it doesn't look too weird or too bad, and has a really nice smooth transition up to this elevated rail station over this way. With that, where we're going to start today is we are going to do a bit of something different than what I was just mentioning. So in this hour-long special, because every 10 episodes we do an hour-long special, the goal is to kind of get a tram stop in here, or a tram station, maybe like a tram bus depot kind of thing. And then that is going to go the tram line is going to go all the way down this way to the university. And then we're going to look at getting other tram lines kind of going through the downtown core, connecting to this one main tram line itself. If you look here, oh, that's not how we do it. That is subways, this is trams. So we have this purple line. Oh, come on. There we go, this purple line, which is the tram line. So it kind of goes through Mapleton into the downtown core and loops around over here. So I think I'm going to stop that loop around right here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to keep this line because it works. It works great. We're going to add a second line that if people want to go from here over to here, they can just take the subway. And then this is going to be a direct route from the intercity train station, which is right here, into the university, which you can kind of get to the airport from there, or into the downtown core. But before we do that, I've noticed that we have a bit of things we need to take care of in the city. So since it's an hour-long special, I don't mind dedicating a bit of time to fixing up some of the stuff in the city. So I've also been watching our budget, and it's been fluctuating a lot. So I've been playing around with the taxes and this stuff, so I'm not sure if you know what, we can just turn in this unique buildings. We don't really need that. Hopefully that's gonna save us a buttload of cash. And it doesn't look like it is. A little bit. Let's turn it down all the way. All right. So another thing we can do, if you're worried about money, is to bump up the unique factories to 150%. Except you run into these issues where you don't have enough products. So we don't have enough animal products, so that's something we can take a look at really quickly. So let's just bump up the production levels just in these factories right here. So we'll remember to come back and check. But hopefully that does it for us. But we need to do a bit of water treatment, and I was thinking about where that could be, and I didn't really have a nice spot in the city for it. This is all gonna be all suburbs. I don't want it over this way in the city, and this is all closed off. So the only result is either right along here or right in here. So I think we're gonna do it out this way, and we're gonna start off by moving this rock over there. And then what I like doing before we start building is I like removing the trees with the forest brush tool, because trees, they don't actually disappear when you build over top of them. They just they don't delete. They just disappear, and they're still loaded in by your game. They're just underneath buildings and hiding. So let's just fix that. And what we're going to do is we're just going to level off the area with whatever level we're building on. So we're building over here. So sorry, on this height. So I'm just going to level it out a bit, because if we're building a water treatment plant out this way, the city would totally do this. It's not game breaking or anything. Oh. So I think we're gonna get kind of 2 entrances into this area. This tree survived. All right, and then we're just gonna level off this a bit more. Okay, cool. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to, I don't expect much traffic this way, so I think we can use the cheap roads like this. And you can see the tram roads I got for today's episode. And I think we're going to take a road off this way, and we're just going to bring it down like that. Real simple. Let's bring this out to there, and then we'll just level it all out. So we're just going to grab the nodes. This is an easy way of making sure everything's at the same height. Find another node that the height you want it at. Control H on move it, and then there you go. So we're just going to, why did I do that? We're just going to level it out just a bit more, because I just don't want it to look too weird like that. And I don't think a cliff is that weird in this part of the world. So the east coast of Canada. Yeah, look at that. All right, so we're just going to smooth out this area a bit, because I don't think we actually need to get out that far. And yeah, that looks great. Okay, so the first step is we're going to completely redo all the water treatment plants. So let's just take a quick peek at all the water treatment we have in the city. Oops. And it's right here. So we've kind of centered it all right here, and it's actually not that much. So we are going to delete these. I know I could move them, but oh, we should probably pause the city while this is happening. But I just want to check to make sure that nothing is missed. Remove all the water treatment before, oh, okay, that's not water treatment, before we start building anew. That's good, okay. Yeah, all right, so that was all the water treatment that we've had in the city. So then we're gonna go out this way, and we're gonna need the Eco Advanced Inland Water Treatment Plant. So I think what we're going to start with doing is we're just going to start by putting them in these corners here. Let's turn anarchy off while we're doing this. And then let's see, yeah, so they don't fit there. It doesn't fit there. So I guess we can put one there and right here. Then we can fill it in with some other stuff as well to kind of fill in the area a bit more. So let's, oh, why did I exit out of that? We need the water pipes. So this is going to be the only time we're going to kind of touch the water treatment plant for the rest of the series, so I'm going to kind of overdo it a bit. And then we can take a road in from here. Let's attach it right from there. Perfect. And then from here we will go back to the water treatment plants. Just going to let the game run because I want to see how much sewage that actually fills in. Oh, quite a lot. Okay, so we don't need to do that much then. Let's fill in this area with a bit more, with some things that kind of make the area look a bit neater. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to add in 2 of these. And what this will do is it holds water in case your city goes through a drought, but I don't think we're going to run into that issue. I just think it looks, kind of fills in the space a bit more. We're going to add a pathway in between these for the workers. Let's get a straight road here. Perfect. That'll help the workers out, even though I don't think there's really any workers out this way. And alright, so I think that's pretty much everything that we could really add in this area. Maybe we can add in a water tower out this way. Yeah, there's no water towers out this way, and it'll help kind of fill in the area a bit. So why don't we put it right there? Oh. Okay, we're just gonna move it here. We're just gonna put it to this height. There we go. So that should, oh, sorry, if we go out to this, that should really fill in, yeah, the availabilities. Looks like this is gonna work out really good for the city. And what it does also is it frees up this space, which has kind of been like our dedicated garbage area for a while, but that was back when the city was at like running when the city was only like, this was like the barrier. So we can move the garbage to another area at a later date, and then what this is going to do is it's going to add in a whole other suburb we can use. So maybe the garbage can go out this way by the zoo or something like that, or maybe we can keep going out this way in this municipality area we have. But I think that's where we're going to stop with the water treatment for now. But other things we need to quickly do in the city is we need to get some more schools in the city, because this university hasn't leveled up. And one of the issues that it might be is there's not enough educated citizens. So first thing we can do is start educating the citizens young and get some more elementary schools. So I think we can get an elementary school right here. Actually, I think I want to leave that area for now. So there's already an elementary school over this way. There's one over here. Okay, yeah, we do need one out this way. So we'll just do that, and we'll leave it for now. Let's get a church right beside the cemetery as well. And right behind the school, we will add, maybe in the park we can add a library. Oh, there already is one right there. Good thing I didn't add one. And then let's get a community school as well. And, oh, there already is one right there. Alright, so there really shouldn't be an elementary school issue out this way. But it doesn't seem like there's any other places that need it. So that is interesting. Let's add a community school out in New Lancaster. Right over there. I noticed that the roads weren't green, so I thought that might help out a bit. And we don't have to have an elementary school out this way, but I think that issue will fix itself. So moving on to high schools. So there is a high school right here, so I don't get how that should be an issue for those people. There's one right there, yet there's more things that are red. So let's get a high school up on this hill. And we will, oh nice, we have a park here already set up. Let's see if this baseball diamond will fit. It doesn't, but I suspect that we can get it to fit. Move it. So let's try that out. So we're just gonna move this out. Same with this node. And this node, and then we're just gonna move the baseball diamond a bit over. And yeah, that works. All right, we're just gonna raise these two or these three nodes just a bit, just to hide that glitchiness. And then this baseball diamond is going to go to that height. There we go. Awesome, that looks great. So that should help out these people. Yep, they're already leveling up. Let's go back to this again. High school. So that should help out that area. We only have one high school out this way. It's a little weird that that's all red around there. But let's get a high school. Let's get a nice big high school beside the church here. Maybe not. Maybe let's get that right here. Yeah, and I don't think we're gonna add anything to this one because it's a little large, and I don't want to spend too much time out doing this stuff today because we're already 15 minutes in the episode, and we haven't done what I originally wanted to do. So we need more. Oh, that's university. Okay. One more thing. Just check high schools in the downtown. Yeah, so I think maybe we could probably use another high school out this way. So if we put one out over here, it does cover. Okay, let's do that. So I'm just gonna exit out of that little look right there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to relocate this right to the edge right here. Perfect. And I'm gonna get a street. Let's just start with the basic road. And we're just going to drag it out just to about here. All right, and then we're gonna get the high school in right here. All right, and then I'll move this to there. And I think we're just gonna get a small park of something. How about a plaza? No, let's actually do like one of these. All right, and then we're gonna get this gravel path. We're just gonna connect it up like so. All right, we're just going to adjust this a bit. All right, and then this we can branch other paths off of this at a later date. Okay, so really quickly, I think what we can do is we can get just a bit of high density residential right in here. Help fill out the area a bit more, and we have a bit of demand for it too. All right, so now to the meat of the episode, where we're going to, oh, what's this? Red. See, this is surprising because this should really be boosting it. And then we also have this trade school over here as well. So I guess it's just a matter of time, I don't know. But the big issue we're going to be dealing with today is getting a tram line in. So if we're looking at the terrain here, it slopes down a bit. So I think what I want to do is I want to choose this level, and we're just going to extend this level out a bit. Before we kind of peter off down towards the beach. All right, let's smooth this area out. Oh, this is interesting. All right. So the water starts right there. So I think this is going to work out. So what I want to do is I want to get the tram line on a main avenue. Yes, that's the one. Okay. But the tricky part is going to be figuring out how we're going to get the tram line in here. So I think this is, let's just get the terrain heights on while we're doing this. Yeah, so I want to go right on the edge here. And I think this is good till about there. I think that's pretty set in stone where we want it. And then we'll probably bring it out a bit more. So the big issue is going to be how are we going to get the tram through here? So, one way we could do it is we could drag this out around over here a bit, like get it to curve a bit. And then we can get the tram line itself to go... We can separate the tram line, is what I'm saying, from the road, so it doesn't have to come out this way. Let's take a quick peek in this tab. So, I did download an asset, which is the Train Metro Tram Hub. I was trying to figure out a way to get this and this all in one with the tram line. Couldn't figure it out. I tried. But I think maybe what we can do is just get a pretty simple bus hub. Like a bus. Where is it? There it is. Like a bus station. Oh wow, that's much larger than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, like this is so much smaller. I mean, it is pretty cool looking. You get that right there, and then we can get the trams behind it. This is a tough call because this is going to be a pretty big deal for the area here. So what we could do is we could get the bus station on this side. That means all the buses have to filter out that way. These are the struggles you deal with when trying to do transit in City Skylines, which is why I have dedicated transit videos with my friend Ryan, who is a real city transit planner. He's really good at planning buses. So this is pretty low. So I think what I'm going to do first of all is just raise this up. There shouldn't even be one there anyways. Our node there. And I think both of these can be actually lowered a bit. There we go, freaking these cars out. This one can be elevated a bit. Yeah, so what's happening here is all these people are they're taking their cars out of their pockets right here because it's an interchange, or it's a junction right here. So I think what's happening is it's causing just a bit of traffic. So a fix for that is get the node controller mod, and then let's choose right here. We're gonna add in a crossing, and that's gonna allow people to better access the area. So it's gonna stop people from just appearing right here. It's a little weird that that's happening, but we're gonna leave it. Okay, so I think what we're gonna first do is we're gonna create a tram hub. So that's gonna be something that doesn't have roads, and it's just going to be the tram tracks itself. So we're gonna make sure it's on ground level. We're gonna choose an area to build it in, and I think we're gonna build it in this little area right here. So I'm gonna turn off all guidelines here except for angle, road length, and grid. So I guess it was just road guidelines I wanted to turn off. And we're just going to, actually no, I need that. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Okay, let's just make a grid. Right about there. There, perfect. And then right here we're going to just connect like that. Okay, and then we're going to take the movement mod here, and we're just going to take this, and we're going to select all these nodes, and we're just going to, whoa, did it not select everything? Okay, let's try that again. Select that. There we go. And this is a little bit tricky, so I think what's going to happen is we're going to get pathways in between these two areas. It looks like it's connecting there, but I just don't want it to glitch out. Okay, so what's going to happen here is trams are going to come in somewhere, and then they're going to, I guess, let's just theoretically say right along here, and then they're going to go around, and there's going to be a couple stops in here. So I think we can use this road right here. I'm just going to bring it out a bit. Oh. There we go. So the trams will turn right here, and then they'll go this way. Now the thing is, do I want it to go across the roads, or do I want it to be elevated or go into a tunnel or something? I think a tunnel would be interesting, like a little trench to about here. And then we raise it up and we have another stop in right there for the trams. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So a bit tricky to do, but it's a relatively simple concept. So we're going to choose this road here, and we're just going to make it elevated. Oop, didn't do it. Okay. Elevated. All right. And we're not going to really change the elevation on it at all. Maybe a touch. All right. And then this. Okay, it doesn't have road access. I think we can fix that in a second, so let's just pause it then. We're going to take the tram road now. And here, so I want it to go right beside this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do ground level. Perfect. Actually, no, a bit farther out. Straight road, and we're just going to build right across it. Now we're going to take the move it mod. We're going to grab all the nodes that we just built. We're going to lower it until we reach our satisfactory elevation. I think that's probably good. All right, and then now we can delete this road, and we're just going to rebuild it because I want this road to have road access, or this park to have road access. And then I want the node right there, and then from here we're going to go elevated just to there, and then back to ground level like that. So that makes it pretty simple for the road. All right, just make sure there's no road, no like connections or anything like that. And yeah, this should work out great. It didn't really mess up anything with those pedestrians or anything like that. And what this has done is it has given us an interesting little pathway. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use move it here, and I'm just going to readjust these to be pretty close to the road. All right. And what this is going to do is that's like our maximum depth. So that's what we need to get to. And then with this, then we can, oh no, there we go. We can just connect it up like this. Now I think I might have done this the opposite way then. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna do it this way. So trams come in, they turn, they can turn around right here to get into a stop, or they can go around here to get to another stop, and then they go back this way. All right, so then we can continue this underground at that height, just to about there, let's say. Perfect, okay, and then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to redraw this road. Yes, I know, we just destroyed the pathway. And we're going to need to get to this road. And we were using the tree-lined road, weren't we? I don't think that's going to really do anything, so let's just do that right to there. Elevated, back to ground level. And I'm not sure if that's tall enough. So let's grab these nodes here and let's just raise it up just a touch. Okay, and with that at that height. I want this at that height. Yeah, okay, so this might have to be deleted. Which is fine, we can just get a, I think this can get deleted too. We're gonna have to redo this whole pathway, this whole area. Because I don't think it's working. So let's just grab this and we're just gonna move it this way a touch. All right, so this gives us some space to work with right here with something. And then we can lower this down a bit more because it does need to be lowered a bit more. So same thing as before, we're just gonna get it right to the edge. And we're gonna select all the nodes here. And then we're just gonna lower it down a smidge. And I think that should be tall enough for the trams to get by. Okay, so now that we're here, we can go back to the tram road itself and we can slowly bring it up to the surface. So let's just take it out to right to there, and that seems pretty good to me. So now the issue is going to be connecting it to the roadway. And I think with a simple maneuver like so. I think this is going to turn into that road. In which case, let's delete it right to where we needed it to again, and let's restart this. So we're just gonna take, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do home, and that takes us to the height we need. Then we're gonna do that, and then connect it in. Actually, let's do it with a freeformed road. Oops. It's a bit easier to control the angles. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, so now cars can easily still go this way, and it's pretty obvious that this is a tram road. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this node right here, and we're going to make it that height. So we're going to need to make this a smooth slope. Oh. Okay, so take that node, and that node, and then we're going to go into move it right here to the height tools, slope objects, and that just adjusts it ever so slightly. And other things you can do is you can use the node controller mod, and it doesn't look like node controller works on this. Oh, it does. Okay. Let's try that again. Not sure, but let's get a pedestrian crossing path right there. Oh, there we go. Make it sloped. And then this right here is going to be a stop for our tram. So what we can do is we can take this pathway here. Let's get something a little different. What is this? Amusement park path? Maybe not. Let's just use the normal park paths. Okay, so we're just going to connect up like that, and then just for now we're just going to do that. And what that's going to do is it's just going to remind me that there is a node there, or that's like a crossing. And we can select that. We're just going to ever so slightly adjust it like so. And that kind of squares it off too, which is nice. And then with this, we're just going to make I was gonna make a bridge, but I just realized I just made a node crossing there. I just took a quick took a quick sip of water, and I noticed that the power is having an issue. So let's just quickly check our budget. So I think our power is at 100. So let's take a quick peek at where all of our power is located. So we have our wind farm over here, our garbage processing, which makes a bit of power. We have our solar plants out this way. All right, so that's a pretty simple fix. We're just going to add a solar plant. We even made space for it. And looking at the graph up here, oops, there we go. We're good. So this has come along pretty nicely. I like how it has it's looking. I'm gonna come in here after the episode. I'm just gonna turn off the traffic lights and make sure everything is good. Just wanted to show you what I do. It's pretty simple, just using the TMPE mod. Okay, so we're going to select this node and we're just going to raise it up because that is pretty steep. And then from here, we're just going to make a smooth slope. And I think we can raise this one up a bit as well. So it dips back up. So let's select all of these, and then we'll do Control H to that height. So we're making a cliff, it looks like. Not sure if this is what I wanted, so we're just going to undo all of that. Not even sure if this is a road that I like. So we're going to delete it. Just do about there. And then we're going to delete this one as well. Sorry, people. I'm just going to delete that. And we're just going to redo it a bit. So I'm going to take it out to about there. And then we'll draw it in. Oops, this one. Okay, perfect. And we're going to upgrade this to... oops, to a 4-lane road, and I deleted the path. Gosh darn. There we go. All right, now let's get that pathway back in. Jeez, okay. I was worried that was going to happen. All right, so that is the next, or that's one thing that we really needed to do. So I'm gonna just run the simulation. So now we have this going, that's great. And now we have this curving out this way. So what do we need to do? I think the next step is we are going to make a little connection right here. Like so. And then we're gonna make a new district in this area, but I'm gonna save that for now because we need to continue these road connections. So I think the next step is I'm going to use one of these. And we're going to just connect in like that. So take a quick peek at this. We're just going to do that. And this gives us dedicated turning lanes. It's probably a bit bigger than it needed to be, but that's fine. And then we're going to need to do that on this one. So I chose the different one. So this one is 3. And then let's get some dedicated turning lanes. Perfect. And then you notice I'm kind of skipping every other one. Right here we're going to take a smaller road. And we're just going to do this. And then we're going to flip it around. And then dedicated turning lanes. Going to do it all the way on this road too. Okay, so that should really help out with the traffic. Alright, so last episode we built this condo tower right here, which is from Toronto. It's a real condo tower. It was a good, cool mod that I found, and we made it fit perfectly right in this area. I'm going to take a quick peek at what it is. So I checked on Steam, and it didn't really describe what it does, but I believe, based off of the person's other assets that they made, is that it does count as residences, but it also attracts tourists. So pretty neat. Adds a lot of height to this area. All right, so we're going to continue it this way. We've got this one in. Let's get a road connection in right here. Let's just use. No. This is the way to go. Okay. Straight road right here. Connect in, and then we're going to skip those two because right here is where the big connection is going to be. This is a pretty big interchange, so I'm just going to use this one. Alright, so now that we're here, I think what's going to happen is the tram is going to... So we have a couple options. We can go behind this. Well, we can just move this, really. It's not an issue. So let's just move this right to there. The tram can continue along here, and then we can get it to have a stop or something right in here, and like a turnaround. And that should bring a lot of people to the university. So why don't we do that? So I'm just gonna go over here, and just to make it a bit easier, I'm just gonna select this, and just Control C, copy it, and then I'm just gonna drag it all the way over here. Paste. Okay. And then now I'm just going to make it fit our needs. I think it might look pretty cool right this corner here. All right. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we're going to continue this tram road out just a bit longer. Let's just say to this one. And then we're going to get it to connect in like this. Yeah, that works. So, yep, perfect. So now we have a tram line. Now there's going to definitely be tram lines going north-south, but I'm not going to do that right now because we're just going to go in and we're going to fix all the things we didn't do. So I didn't put dedicated turning lanes over there or here, or here, or here. This is too big. Okay, we can change this to Yeah, just like that. Okay, and then dedicated turning lane, and then we can just get another one right here. Right here, perfect. Connect in. Awesome. Now technically this doesn't need to be that size of road, so I'm going to take a quick peek at the fun roads that I got from the workshop. 4-lane, 2-way road with tram track. Okay, I think let's use this one. So what this is it the trams also go on this. So although this might get pretty busy, so it might need a dedicated. Probably is going to be pretty busy. All right, so it looks like I didn't get a road for that. That's a one-way road. It's also a one-way road. Okay, so let's just go back to what we had it at before. Kind of adds continuity anyways. All right, and then we're just going to remove the traffic lights from the areas that we just built on. Looks like I missed these traffic lights. All right. Cool, and then we're gonna add some yield signs. We're gonna need to do this one manually. So, you know what, the trams have the right of way. And those two are yield, okay. And then, oops. That's fine. And I think what that did is it actually did it the way I wanted it to anyways. Okay. And we'll just let that be a mess. Okay, so make it yield. We're gonna add in a tram line for now, and then we're gonna see what's up. So let's get this tram line, and we're gonna use stop right there, create new line. All right, and we're gonna get it to stop right there, right there, right here. Oh, it's gonna stop. Okay, looks like the stop's gonna be right there. And then it's going to go all the way right there. Okay, and then back. So here's the first stop. There it is. And then into the station. Perfect. Okay, so now we have a nice tram loop there, but we have no trams available because we haven't connected it to a tram depot. So this is going to be a bit tricky to get in because honestly I forgot about it. So I suspect there's gonna be a lot of trams out this way, and I think until we connect it to the other ones, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build a little tram depot right behind this fish market. All right, and then we're just going to upgrade this road. Perfect. Okay, so that's gonna just be able to let the trams kind of go on the tram track itself for now. And then, oh, there goes the first one. And then we will take a quick peek at everything, probably in the next episode. Because now that we're here, I'm going to make a new district We're just going to go right about here. So let's start. Whoa. Let's just do that. Let's take a quick peek at what this zoning is. Okay. Let's go with the small little thing right here. We're just going to include these. Perfect. And then we're going to go back to this size. Actually, no, let's continue this. So I'm going to be pretty precise with it. We'll include that. Look at them all the trams. All right, and we're going to include that. Now this district is going to change sizes eventually, but I haven't gotten to that yet because I think we need to build over here first before we choose where the district actually ends. So I think we're just going to include this part too, just for a bit of continuity. And then this is going to be tourism. Yeah, okay. And then I don't think we're gonna get any residential in here, but just in case we do, I want it to be that, and we're not gonna get any industry. So let's start filling it in. So I think what I want is some high density in here. I think this is our first tourism specialization in the city too, which is pretty fun. And then I believe the low density is also really tall in this as well. So I'm just going to I'm gonna pause the game really quickly because I realized I do not want this. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and then let's get some low density right in here. Oh, no, not that. Looks like it's glitching out a bit. And then I think what we're going to do is we're just going to get a little road in here to fill in this space. So let's use the basic roads, and just gonna take it in right to there, and then right to there, and I think we're just going to get two walking paths in. One there, and then one there. Okay, and then this is actually gonna be residential. So I think it might be nice to have a bit of residential by the tram tracks. All right. And let's press play and we'll see what pops up here. So it should be like hotels and stuff. The Grant Canyon Casino. Cool. Hopefully that's not too crazy traffic. Looks like a nice hotel. So unfortunately all these disappeared, but that's okay. Oh, this one's done. Hotel. Souvenirs. Interesting. Okay, so let's take a quick peek. So that's high density, eh? Okay. So we'll let that fill in, and then when it's done, I'm going to fill in the little gaps with some trees, and I think this is going to bring in some much needed tourism into the city. Yeah, look at this. So this is low density, and it is a pretty tall building. And then I think these high-tech housing things are going to add in just a bit, like some cool flair to the area. And then this is going to be a park. So do we have a bit of time? We do have a bit of time, so let's kind of do that. Now I don't know if we can, yeah, because I don't know if we can connect this properly. Yeah, I think if we do that, it should be fine. I know we've rebuilt and destroyed this path a few times today, but oops. Okay, should have deleted this first. I think if we do this, it should work out in a very similar way in which we wanted it to be done anyways. And then I think we needed a dog park, right? Yeah. So the dog park's gonna go right there. And this is where we're gonna get the pathway connections in. Perfect. Perfect. And then we're just going to use move it to just make it, oh, come on, move it. Just to make it a bit nicer. Perfect. Okay, and then we're just gonna add in a couple trees. Whoa. There we go. And then now the park looks like it's a continuation. Okay, and then let's just see if we filled that, and we did. Awesome. And I hope people are using these trams. I'm sure they will. And let's take a quick peek at this. And it looks like it's going booming pretty good. It's gonna add a lot of height to the city, which is what we needed. Club 801. Ooh, one thing we can look at is I think we might be getting close to this. Yeah, wow, okay, so the music club is almost unlocked. And we can get that in here as well. Now, I'm kind of regretting destroying those buildings because those are some pretty cool buildings that were there before. So maybe I can take a look at this district, and then we can continue this district out just to here. Yeah, so now these buildings can be built back up to what they were before. So I liked those as kind of more typical office spaces and stuff, or typical commercial buildings. Let's see if there's anything we can add in to this area from these unique buildings. So the transport tower, I guess it could go out this way. Go right on the edge right here. That'd be pretty cool. It's pretty pretty key spot though. So I'm not sure if I'm not sure if we're gonna dedicate that space to that area, but you know, right here could work. Yeah, why not? How much does it cost? If it costs too much, that's a lot. Let's just leave it for now then. Those I'm not sure I want to add in. The Opera House is not something I want to do yet. The Academic Library. That's really neat. The Aviation Club is something we're going to add in. Science Center. $400 a week. Where could this go? This could go somewhere over there eventually, and then the Expo Center. Wow, that's expensive. The aquarium. Okay, the aquarium is something that we should totally build out over here, right by the fish market. Does it fill in that space pretty good? It does. Okay, yeah, we're totally doing this. All right, it's gonna bring in. It's close to the tourism section, so think it works. It's a pretty cool building. And let's just get a couple trees back here to fill in the space. And then we will get a pedestrian crossing of some sort in eventually to get across these areas. I guess we can just get a normal pathway in. But I think that's where we're going to leave it today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you have any suggestions down below. This was a pretty fun episode to make. We finally have the dedicated tram line. And there are people using it too. And I really like how the tram line turned out. I think it's going to add, or I think it adds a lot to the city already. And holy cow, a lot of people walking out to the subway station, looks like. Yep, they're all funneling into the subway station. They're going underground here because I lowered this. Wow, lots of hotels going up. Awesome, this area is really booming. I think it, especially right here, it looks really cool. Coming down the roadway here, you see the observation tower, there's your hotel in the corner, and then we're going to add in normal stuff over this way. We're going to add in a cool beachfront, and then right here, I think the next episode we're going to maybe look at getting in the cargo ship, or not the cargo ship, the cruise ship harbor. So, trying to find a good spot to end the video. I think we're going to go back to this spot right here. And I hope you have a great day. Please leave a like down below and subscribe if you aren't already. Peace out.